So, like, are you back up? Or are you not yet? Oh, you're trying All right, we are back. We've been having some technical difficulties with the internet usage here in Iowa City. The good news is we have not given up a goal. Bad news is we haven't scored any either. The bad news is they just scored another.
And I got made fun of yesterday for saying something like that. All comes back around.
It all comes back around. 2:40 to go here in the second period, right? First period. First period. 2:30 to go in the first period. Riker, Owen, Trevor on offense. Defense, we have Levi and Sean. Puck drop. Sean comes up, tries to stop. Unable to do so. Trying to win the battle. Good battle back by Trevor getting out of the zone. Levi's going to keep attacking here. And a good job by Owen to cover on the defensive side. Then they just knocked it loose. Once again, another bounce, another shot, another goal. So not the start we were hoping for. 4-0, 1:40 to go in the first period. Same ones offense, we have the ice, Riker, Owen, Trevor. Defensively, we got Kinnick.
Yes!
And Colt.
There we go.
Kinnick just knocked his teeth out of somebody. I think he's got himself a little upset right now, and rightfully so. They knocked it down deep in the zone. They did keep it. It was onside. Kinnick's going to go ahead and knock it out. Try to get it out of the zone. Unable to do so. They try to center it. Done. Good bounce on our end by getting out of it. So we got two coming out. Trevor and Owen. And Owen with a trip, not called, not sure how, but we're going to take it and be happy with it. Tries to make a center pass, unable to do so, gets knocked up in the air. Colt tries to go down there and gets slipped up. So they're going to pass it out. So now Colt's going to try to go and stop. They do make a great cross ice pass, but Kinnick's going to be there. Kinnick's going to try to attack, push him out at least. Makes a shot towards goal. And a good job right there by Dom to make the save as Kinnick's starting to play a little bit and starting to knock some people around. I think that's the attitude we need to have, and let's get everybody start doing it. And doing it legally, doing it on purpose, not head hunting, but doing it on purpose, doing legally.
Unless it starts a fight, then do it. These fights are awesome.
Well, I guess if he gets ejected, we'll get home for the Super Bowl.
That's fair.
Okay, so we got Rye at center, Brooklyn left wing, Abby right wing. Defensively, we got Abby and Levi. Iowa City's going to take it back in, but it's going to be an offsides call here, it looks like. Offsides on Iowa City. We're going to keep our same lineup in here. And that is the end of the first period. So now we got to just get ourselves back in check. Keep battling. Playing against a much faster team than we've seen for a while. Iowa City's really, they're fast. They're out right in positions. Good locations. So
and good at complaining.
A little bit. We have been having some technical difficulties with the internet here in Iowa City, so we have decided to go a different direction, connect to a phone, and have service that way. So we should be good the rest of the day, which is 2 periods left to play. We're in the second period, 4-0 Iowa City. So we will now be attacking the zone to our left, and Iowa City will be attacking the zone to our right. On the ice, we got Riot center, Brooklyn at left wing, Abby at right wing, Kinnick on defense, and Colt steps out on defense as well. On the face-off, went towards Brooklyn. Brooklyn gets it back up into our zone, but they're ready to control it. They pass it back up. They do control it into their zone, and they come down. He tries to make a shot, going to be knocked up in the air over the net, but Iowa City still controls it. Tries to come in, unable to do so, and we have a penalty or something. They're going to call Brooklyn for tripping.
Even though nobody fell on the ground?
Yeah, I don't understand that call. But so we're going to keep out there Riker, Levi, Kinnick, and Owen for our penalty kill. Kinnick's going to go ahead and take it and going to try to skate up the ice. Unable to win that battle. Iowa City's going to come right back down. He's going to try to look to center it, but does a good job, so Kinnick's going to control it now. Back up, he's taking a look to see where he's got what people he has. Not up there, but he's going to go try to get around him. He's unable to do so, just knocks it up into a skate. Levi's going to go ahead and knock it right back out of the zone, right into Riker. Riker's going to try to skate it up the ice. He does get it into our zone. Owen's going to try to attack here. Owen with a fake. Just wasn't able to get his feet underneath him. So Iowa City's going to make another pass. We got Kinnick on the defensive side here. Kinnick pushes him out, gets it out of the zone, out of the proper zone. Kinnick again makes good contact, gets it out of the blue line, out of the offensive zone for Iowa City. 40 seconds to go in the penalty kill, and they get it back in the zone. We knock it right back out of the zone. No icing called here. No icing with 35 seconds left. Levi's going to step off the ice. Evan's going to step on the ice. So we've got Evan, Kinnick, Owen, Riker. Iowa City comes back down, takes a shot. Going to go right off the dom, then knock it back up in the air behind the net. Kinnick's going to go ahead and take it and try to knock it out. Iowa City's going to be there with 15 seconds left in the penalty kill. Another shot towards the goal, but going to be wide left. But they do control it, knocks it back over towards the far boards. Another shot, Kinnick kicks it out of the way. And you're going to knock it out of the zone. We are back to full power now. Brooklyn steps on the ice here to go make us back to 5-on-5 hockey. Kinnick tries to swing it and get it out of there. I think he's trying to ice it. I think he's off the ice. They're going to go D to D. They're going to keep it here. Riker's going to take himself off. Maddox is going to enter the ice. Kinnick's going to try to send it around. Unable to do so.
Strike 2 for Kinnick.
Yep, strike 2 for Kinnick. And Evan's going to send it up the boards here, trying to get it out once again. He does so, but he sent it right back in, and he missed it. Trying to get it out once again. He's going to try to control it. Unable to do so. Keep his footing. Iowa City is going to take a shot. Kinnick does get in the way. And Maddox is going to be tracking it down on the boards to our right. Trying to knock it out. Iowa City controls it. Tries to center it back in there again. And they do take another shot. Misses it wide right. And we get it back out. Evan's going to go ahead and take it and pass it down. And roll back on the ice here. Does a good job trying to control it. Then he gets slipped up. So Iowa City back coming down. Evan's going to try to knock it out of the zone. Unable to do so. Iowa City tries to attack back in the middle. And there we get it back out. Brooklyn's going to go ahead and skate it up the ice now. And a good back check on their end. Alcorn's going to get in there, trying to knock it around. He does keep it. A little battle gets a stick caught up with the Iowa City defenseman. Bo's going to take a shot towards net, covered by their goalie. 12:15 to go in the second. 4-0 Iowa City. We've got Maddox, Gerald, Bo, Levi, and Sean on the ice here. Wait for Iowa City. They made a couple changes as well. Knocked back out of our zone. Sean chasing it down, trying to get back into our zone. Unable to do so, make some contact to try to win the battle here. No icing as the puck was tipped. Their goalie comes back to grab it. And he makes sure he gets himself back in net. Levi tries to attack, but unable to do so. So now it's going to be Sean. Good looking pass attempt for Iowa City there. They're going to knock it back up the ice. Bo's going to be there coming in, but they do keep it in the blue, inside the blue line. We keep attacking over there on the far side of the arena. Iowa City controls it, look in the middle. Unable to do so. Back to their defenseman. He sends it down the boards on the far side. Matt's going to take a swing at it, try to get it out. Defenseman keeps it in. They do have a shot right in the middle. Knocked up in the air off the skate. And we just can't seem to control that skate, that puck in there. So we got a battle down at the far end here. Still a battle. Iowa City comes out with it. Levi puts it into the wall. Gets the puck loose for just a moment. Iowa City controls. Tries to center it. Nobody there. We try to set it back out. Can't do so. They knock it back in. As Bo gets tripped up. Now back deep in the zone. Levi come up, but now he gets back to where his position was. Tries to send it out. Once again, there guy's right in the right spot. Defense tries to take a shot. Dom right there to make the catch. No rebound. No goal. No bueno.
I hear it's Italian for you're not scoring today, bud.
So on the ice, we put offensively, we got Riker at center, Owen, Trevor on the wings, and defensively, we've got Evan and Colt. And we're going to take it up the ice here. Owen's going to take it in, try to make the shot from the blue line. Misses there, but we come back down, try to make a shot, just misses, just to the right. Owen with a good try, good shot there. And pass back out. Colt's going to try to control it, knocks it off the boards, get himself back in a position for defense, and they shoot it towards the net, get it off the boards. Colt's going to be coming over there. A little contact here in the side of the sidelines. And Trevor's going to try to control it out of there. Puck's kind of all over the place. Iowa City's going to control it right back into the zone. Colt gets in there, swings at it. Misses, they shoot a little bit high. Misses high. Then we're going to get right back out. Owen's going to be over here trying to control it. Going to look for the pass right towards the middle, towards Trevor. Trevor slips up. Is still right on the, keeps his head up to know where the puck is and tries to control it. Just wasn't able to. Iowa City makes a cross pass with a one-timer. Just misses a one-timer. Evan now knocks it back up the boards to our right. And we set it up, and Trevor's going to go ahead and skate one up here. Try to get it past the defender. And he does so for the moment, and then they get caught up. He loses his skate, and now we're going to try to hold the blue line, and Colt gets up there and does so. Good job by Colt getting there. Pass back up. Trevor's going to get it. Kinnick's going to try to take a shot towards net, and he does so, and their goalie is going to pick it up. 8:15 to go in the second. Rye, Abby, Brooklyn. The offense, Sean Kinnick on defense. In our zone, so hopefully we can get a shot here. Win the face-off, get a shot. We do win the face-off. Kinnick gets a shot. Knocked down by the goalie. Looking to get a rebound. Unable to do so, just right of the net. Sends it back out. Kinnick keeps it in the zone. And Iowa City is going to send it towards the middle. We will have an icing. No icing as they can get there. Iowa City is going to get there first. He's going to try to make the pass. Kinnick gets there, knocks it back out. And good effort on our part right there on the defensive end. And Rye's going to skate it up. Rye's going to keep it going. Looking really hard. Want Rye to get that goal. He needs that goal. Kid's working so hard, being in the right position, working his tail off. Kinnick keeps it back in his zone for the moment. And a little physical. Playing a little physical down here, which is excellent. Kinnick wins the battle, keeps the puck in the zone. Going to send it around behind the net, trying to get a shot back there. Iowa City controls it. Now it's going to be passed up, and Sean's going to make good contact and keep it also back in our zone. Good job by Sean on the defensive side. Kinnick's going to come over, keep it back in the zone as well as he backhands it towards the middle, and Brooklyn tries to center it towards Rye. Unable to do so. Iowa City knocks off the boards, and now Sean's got to be getting up there, skating to get up there. Sean gets a little push, and Dom with the stop. 6:40 to go in the second.
Shutters tied it too.
We go ahead and make a line change here. We've got Maddox, we've got Gerald, Evan, Bo, and Levi. Levi and Evan are on the defensive side of that. All right, we see it tries to knock it down. We keep battling, trying to knock it out. Evan's going to battle with it. Right there once again. Bo's going to try to battle. Pass across ice. Levi gets tripped up. And we knock it down into our zone. Iowa City gets tripped up, so Bo's going to be down there. Sends it back towards our defense, and we just can't control it. So Evan tries to skate back. They're going to have a breakaway shot and goal. Is it just me, or is Iowa City annoying?
Well, they're up 5-0. They've been complaining about the refs the whole game.
Yeah.
And then they scored to get more up, and now they're acting like they just won the Super Bowl today.
Yeah, they're acting like they won the Super Bowl. That's tonight, boys, and you're not in it.
You're not in much. You play hockey in Iowa City. I don't think you're going to have much to do after this. But good luck.
Riker at center. Owen and Trevor at wing. Kinnick and Colt back on the defensive side. Owen's going to skate it up, try to get a shot in there. Unable to do so at the moment, but he controls it. Great control by Owen there. Tries to send it towards the net. Goalie makes a nice stop, covers. So we're going to keep our same lineup in here at the moment. Riker battling. Down here on our far left, they do get it out of the zone. And no, it will be icing. So icing on Iowa City comes back at our end with 4:30 to go here in the second. 5-0 the score.
Sheffield's in 16.
Keep our same lineup in here. Win it. Trevor looks to middle it. Owen tries to get a shot here. Unable to do so. Kinnick's going to try to battle to keep it in. He does so. Owen knocks it deep in the zone. And a good middle pass. Just missed this. Now we got to regroup. So Kinnick's going to pull it out. He's going to just flip it up in the air, try to get it over to Trevor, which he does so. Trevor's going to skate it in. Great pass by Trevor looking at the middle of Owen. Just unable to control it there. And Iowa City's going to figure out what they're doing as they come down. They whiffed. About time. And so they got to regroup. They're going to regroup behind the net. Riker's going to go ahead and keep attacking. Iowa City now is going to try to get on the run. Colt right there battling with it. Now Trevor's going to take over the defensive spot. Knocks it out just a little bit to keep it out of there, out of the scoring zone. And Iowa City trying to take a shot. They do. It's going to be wide right on net. Now we come up. They're going to take another shot right into Kinnick's skate. Knocking it back out. They're right back in there and making a shot wide right of the net once again. Kinnick in there battling, trying to keep it out. Trevor's trying to win the battle now against two. Sends it out towards Owen. Owen's going to knock it up. Owen's going to get in there. He's going to take a shot. Going to be missed. Couldn't get the rebound. He's the only one down there as we were making a line change at the time. Colt and Kinnick did stay. Rye came in, and Abby came in. So Rye, Abby, Owen on offense. Kinnick and Colt on defense. Kinnick tries to go in there and make contact, gets tripped up himself. Nice pass back to them. They shoot off the crossbar, back across. Colt there to knock it away a little bit, and they go across ice again. 2:25 to go here in the second period. Shot on goal. Dom makes us up with his stick, and Rye's going to get it out. Rye's going to skate it up as we have good hard contact down there on the boards. Rye loses the stick for the moment, grabs it, and gets it back up, back in there. Colt's going to make some contact trying to win the puck. They shoot it back around the boards on the far side. Defensively, they're going to take another shot. Kinnick's going to knock it loose. And as he does so, the puck trickles away. And they get another shot and hit on net with 2 minutes to go in the second period. So we're going to go ahead and make a couple changes here. Riker, Trevor, Owen on offense, Levi, and Sean on the defense end with 1:35 to go. Iowa City's coming back down. Another great pass, another shot, another score. It is official here in Iowa City. The wheels have fallen off. Maddox, Bo, Gerald on offense. Sean Levi will stay on defense. Try to win it out. Iowa City controls it towards the middle. Now Gerald's going to try to get in there and control it. Once again, just unable to control the puck. Gets it knocked back down deep in their zone. Around the net, he's looking to center. He doesn't find anybody. Sends it back to his defenseman. His defenseman's going to take a shot. Going to be wide right of the net. We sent it right back in the middle, and luckily they couldn't control it. Others had a good looking shot for them again. Iowa City's going to come back down and knock it up the boards on the far side. He looks to center. He's got one there, but unable to control. But their defenseman steps up and unable to make the play. We try to get it back out. Once again, Iowa City's just there. Iowa City's everywhere.
Whoa! I didn't know we could do chokeholds in hockey.
Once again, we've got a lot going on here, and they're starting to lose control of this game. Getting feisty out there as we end the second period.
Oh! I know why it wasn't a penalty. Iowa City did it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Never mind. All right, we figured the problem out.
So we did say in the first game that they had started to lose a little bit of control. Now it's getting a little bit more feisty. Hopefully we can, I'm assuming that the conversation to our players is to control our emotions. As a conversation with our coaches are kind of geared towards the officials right now. But as an athlete, as a player, you've got to play through it. You can't control it. You can control only the controllable. And in doing so, you can control your emotions. You can't worry about the officials and what they call or do not call. You just got to keep playing physical the proper way, playing hard, getting in position, and that is how you become a better player by doing those situations.
He needs a birdie in the last two.
So here we go to start the third period. Ames in orange will be attacking to our right. Iowa City in white will be attacking to our left. Riker at center. Trevor and Owen at the wings. Evan and Kinnick on defense. One final period for the day. Win the period. That's our goal, just to win the period. They're going to go ahead and send it up the board. Evan's going to be there. Evan takes a look around and see where to go. He's going to choose to go up to Trevor. A couple of guys came in late right as he made the pass. Evan's going to try to get it back out of the zone. Unable to do so. Iowa City's going to come back in. They're going to take a shot. Kinnick once again gets in the way with his foot or something. Tries to knock it out. Goes off of the Iowa City player. They keep it back in their zone, but we do get a little breakaway here trying to get it out. And we do so as Riker's going to take it up as he's got Owen on the far right side. He tries to pass it over to Owen. Iowa City does a good job of getting it out of there. We're going to go in there and still battle. We are going to be onside now so we can knock it back down to the zone. And we do so. Evan knocks it back into the zone and Riker chases it down. Riker tries to center it towards Trevor. And we're back on our side. And Evan's going to go ahead and try to get somebody put in the boards, and it frees up Kinnick down there on the far end to try to get it. Kinnick makes another contact again, knock him over. Trevor goes in here and makes another hit and knocks their player over as well. So good job. Our physicality's been pretty good to start the third here, and that's what you want. You want to be physical, be tough, but legal.
Looks legal to me.
So we're going to go and make a little bit of a line change here. By a little bit, I mean everybody. Ryan's going to center. Except Dom. Dom stays in. Brooklyn at wing. Abby at wing. Colt on defense. Colt could have a chance to skate it up here, but he chooses not to. Just knock it at the boards. And Levi also on defense. No icing. Iowa City does control behind their net. And they send it up the boards. Levi's going to try to come in there and keep it in. Unable to do so. Colt does an excellent job of keeping it away from them getting a breakaway. Now Levi tries to come back up. They pass it across. Colt's going to go up and attack. Just enough contact by Colt to cause the offsides there. Good job, Colt. Causing the offsides. And we're going to make a change offensively. We've got Maddox coming in, Gerald coming in, and Bo coming in. Offensively, defensively, we stay the same with Levi and Colt. Face drop on the far side of the ice from us. Drops down. We do win it, get it over to Levi. Levi tries to get it over to Colt. Colt battles over here on the near side. Sends it down deep into the corner. And shot going to be stopped there by Dom, covered. Now we got Brooklyn coming in on defense for Colt, it looks like. So Brooklyn will step in for Colt on defense. Everyone else stays the same. Gerald tries to win the battle here over on the side, on the near side. And he does so, makes the pass, tries to make the pass up to Alcorn, just misses it through his skate or stick. Levi's going to take it, takes a look to see where it passes towards Maddox. And now we've got a little scuffle going. And he's going to send both of them. Why? Because you can't just send one.
Well, at least Iowa City's complaining, so that's good. They're doing their job.
So it's going to be 5-on-5 hockey for the next minute 30. They won't be able to come out till that minute 30 is up and a puck stop. So it will be 5-on-5 hockey. So we're going to go with Riker, Trevor, Owen, defensively Brooklyn, and Kinnick. We get it back down deep in our zone. Back pass towards Trevor. Trevor's going to try to skate it up again. Gets it back to Owen. Owen back to Trevor. Trevor trying to look middle. And Riker gets in there. They do get out of the zone. Kinnick's going to be there. Kinnick's going to go ahead and send it, but it's going to be offsides. So 7-0. That's why there's running clock. 55 seconds left on the penalty. There is no penalty for either team. It is still 5-on-5 hockey. Same lineup here. Riker, Trevor, Owen, Kinnick, Brooklyn. Iowa City's going to send it deep, trying to get it around the neck. Kinnick's going to get down there. Sends it right back to where that kid came from. And we're going to skate it up. Owen's going to skate up the ice. Look and see where it goes. He's just going to knock it deep and chase. Dump and chase, we can call that. And we chase it down. Iowa City's also chasing it down. We get it right back in there. Trevor's battling in the corner. And now behind the net is Riker. Riker tries to center back. And a nice pass back. Trying to get a shot right down in there in the net. Just unable to get it to go in. And they win the battle. But Brooklyn's going to step up, take a shot. Going to be high of the net. And so they're going to come back in, trying to center it again, looking for Trevor in the middle. Unable to do so. Iowa City gets his stick in there. So the penalty is over. But still 5-on-5, they just can't leave the box till the next puck is dead. Kinnick's going to go ahead and send it down and get an icing with 7:05 to go in the third period. So Sean and Evan will step out on defense. Rye, Brooklyn, and Abby on the offensive side of that. We knock it out of the zone. They try to send it over towards us on the near side. Brooklyn's trying to come over and protect it. Iowa City controls it coming out of the zone. Make a pass towards the middle. And Iowa City makes another pass towards our near side. They take another shot, going to be high and wide right. And good job over there by Abby, making some contact, pressuring them. All they can do is send it down deep in the zone once again. And they do so, look in the middle, look in the center. Once again, it's going to be stuck down there where we don't like it. We want to get out of that scoring zone. Iowa City going to take it right back up. Evan does a good job getting in the way, knocking it out. Defensively, they come back in. They send it towards the middle. They're unable to produce it. Rising to come down here and make some contact. Once again, Iowa City gets it right in front of the net. Dom makes a great stop once again. So we have a few changes coming in. Iowa City does a full line change. We are going to do a full line change as well. Bo, Maddox, Gerald, offensively. Levi, Colt come back on the defensive end. drop right towards the center. Once again, right at Dom. Dom couldn't reach it, just out of his reach. They tried to center it again. Gerald's going to pick it up. He's going to skate it out. Now we have 2 more penalties. So we're going to have the same situation. 2 penalties, 1 on each. 5-on-5 hockey for the next minute 30. Kinnick steps back on the ice. Levi steps on the ice. Maddox, Gerald, and Bo on the offensive side. Knocked back up. Maddox tries to control it. Back down to Gerald. Gerald does control it, and he's skating it up. Trying to skate it up the ice. Passes it to Kinnick. Kinnick trying to get it through. He's going to skate it. He's going to make the pass towards Maddox. Knocked up in the air. Iowa City's going to try to knock it back up there. Zone as well. Levi's going to come over and knock it right off of Bo's helmet as he knocks Bo down. Kinnick's now going to try to skate it up. Unable to do so. Just got out of his reach. Now got a battle over here. Kinnick and Levi trying to win. Bo does an excellent job stepping back on the defensive side to protect our goal. Excellent job by Bo. And the shot going to be knocked loose. Does not cover it. So he's still controlled down the far end of our defensive zone. And we try to knock it out. Doesn't quite get there. Nice job by Iowa City. Kinnick knocks it out near the zone. And they try to center it. No one-timer. Can't get it quite to go. So they make a pass back to the defenseman. He's going to try to take a shot. Going to be wide right. And once again, going to be down there. Now Kinnick's going to go ahead and he's going to try to skate it up. He's got a little bit of numbers to make a pass or choose to skate. He's going to choose to skate. Probably should have passed. Going to come down, and we're going to have an icing on Iowa City. So we'll go back down deep in our offensive zone. Here we are with 3:50 to go in the 3rd period. Clock is running. 7-0 Iowa City. We make a change. Riker, Trevor, Owen, Sean, Evan on defense. Puck drops at the 3:30 mark. Try to control it, trying to get a shot. And just quite can't do it. Iowa City right there once again. Sean comes up, tries to knock it loose. Unable to do so. Owen comes in, he tries. Sean once again tries to get in there. Now bounces up to Trevor. Trevor's going to skate it up. Trevor's going to look and get a shot. And he does so. Going to be just wide right, and it is covered by their goalie. So the penalty is over, even though no penalty for either team. We keep the same 5 on the ice. Puck drop in our zone. Trying to win it. Riker does so. Trying to control it. Sends it back to Sean. Sean's going to try to send it back in. Just misses it. And Iowa City's going to come up and he's going to look to make a pass across, but there's going to be offsides with 2:45 to go and a running clock. We make a couple changes here. Brooklyn comes out, Rising to come out on offense. Abby, defensively, we keep Evan and Sean, and we get it out of the zone. Rising going to try to skate it up here, and doing so, tries to get to Brooklyn and gets their stick caught up in the air. So Iowa City tries to control it. They do so for about a second. Now they get it right back again. He looks to center it. Evan does a good job of getting his stick in the way. Another shot on goal that Dom stops with his pads. And we got Sean and their kid, the Iowa City kid, just tries to hit Sean. The ref's looking at it, doesn't say anything about it, doesn't care. Guess he missed it.
He missed a lot of brain cells too when he was born, so that's all right though.
Well, they did allow the first game to get out of control, and they haven't really done much to do anything in the second game. But Iowa City's aggressive. We got to match their aggressiveness, and that's what you have to do as a player. Maddox, Bo, Gerald on offense. Kinnick, Colt back on the defense. Matt's going to play a little battle with getting his shoulders down on him. Kinnick comes up, tries to make contact. Unable to do so. Iowa City tries to control it. Gerald does do a good job putting him in the boards. Puck's knocked down. Kinnick is battling down, getting put in the boards as well. But we do skate it up as Gerald is going to skate it up. And nothing called right here in front of us. Didn't know if a trip or not. I didn't see it really well, so I can't really say. Knock it back in the zone with 1:10 to go in the game. Iowa City's going to control it. Going to pass it across ice. Again, up to the middle. Colt's going to get involved there. And they're going to have numbers here against Kinnick. Good pass. Missed the one-timer. They knock it back up the board. So now under a minute to go. And Kinnick's going to come up. We do get it out of the zone, so they're going to have to regroup. And they're going to be offsides with 45 seconds running clock. We make a change, and this will just about do it. Might have been just about do it in the first. Riker, Trevor, Owen, offense. Levi, Evan, back on the defensive side. 22 seconds to go in the game. Owen's going to control it, try to get it out. He does so, hits the ref. Foul fitting. And Iowa City gets it back and trying to waste some time. Levi's going to take it right at the red line. He's going to knock it back up the board towards Bo. Or Owen, I'm sorry. Owen's going to knock it back into the zone. And Iowa City is going to kind of hold it. They're playing keep away. And that right there will do it. That will be the game 7-0 Iowa City. Not the games we won today. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And we will see you all in Mason City next weekend.